like to welcome you to today's matchup here in the NFC as Week 8 of the Retro Bowl League continues with a matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC for the Minnesota Vikings. This is a very big game for them. They are trying to keep up with the Chicago Bears in the NFC North race. The Bears will play the Packers later on today. So if the Vikings win and the Bears lose, the Vikings will overtake them for first place in the NFC North. Meanwhile, for the Dallas Cowboys, they need to win this game to have any realistic hope of making the playoffs. And we are ready now for the kickoff here between the Vikings and the Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys will get the ball first at their own 32-yard line, first down and 10. The Dallas Cowboys will start with a pass over the middle that is complete for the first down. Dallas Cowboys got off to a 2-0 start, but they have lost their last 5 games, and they have really struggled. First down, pass complete, a nice block, and a first down into Vikings territory, and that will go for 14 yards. The Cowboys were off to such a good start this season, but they have completely fallen apart, and now, they're probably going to miss the playoffs after a very promising start to this season. That pass falls incomplete. Second down and 10 for Dallas. Pass over the middle. He's got a receiver for the first down. And an 18-yard gain near the 25-yard line. First down for Dallas. Quick pass to the running back, but immediately brought down. A 1-yard gain right there. Pretty well covered there from the Vikings defense. Second and 9. Here is the run. And a nice stiff arm that will go for 8 yards. It's going to be third down and inches for the Cowboys. Can they get the first down? The toss, and he will get the first down. Cowboys trying to play a little bit of spoiler here. The Vikings are probably going to make the playoffs, but they're trying to win their division and get a higher seed as this pass is complete. A first down and a touchdown. And the Cowboys strike first. Excellent opening drive from the Dallas Cowboys as they march right down the field and take it in for the score. Nice catch, good move right there from the receiver. And it will take it into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point is off the upright. And the kicker unable to give the Cowboys an additional point. Yeah, that's a kick the kicker should probably make. As obviously an extra point distance, pretty short yardage. So now the Vikings will get a taste of the ball for the first time in this game. They will start this drive for their own 32-yard line. There's a first down and more. And you'll pick up 16 yards. The Vikings with a 5-2 record. They're tied for first place in the NFC North with the Bears, who also have a 5-2 record. It's a very competitive NFC North. It really is. So, Vikings trying to get as many wins as they can before a crucial matchup in the final week of the season against the Chicago Bears. Who knows? That could be for the division. First down for Minnesota inside the 40. This pass over the middle. He's got him. And a first down at the 25-yard line to pick up a 14 yards. Vikings are marching down the field, going deep, and it is caught. And he will take it in for the score. Touchdown. What a response from the Vikings. Jeez, this was a very risky pass. The defender right there could have easily picked the football off. What a catch. And then how about the block by the other receiver who was in the area after he caught the ball? What a block to create the open path to the end zone. Beautiful play right there. And now the Vikings have the lead. Extra point is good. 7-6 in favor of Minnesota. Dallas will get good field position to start this drive as they are trailing for the first time in this game at their own 41-yard line. This run will only go for a yard. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. The Vikings with the lead, 7-6. All right, second down and 9 for the Cowboys. This pass towards the sideline is complete, and now he's running down the sideline into Vikings territory and pushed out of bounds inside the 40. Nice play there from the Dallas offense. First down. He throws an interception and the first turnover of the game. Yeah, and this is unfortunate. Pressure was coming, had to get rid of the football, but the Vikings defense completely swarming the Cowboys receivers right there in the middle of the field. So very good coverage from the Vikings defense. There wasn't really any receiver open. Because the pressure was coming, it really forced the Cowboys quarterback to get rid of that football. So excellent defense right there from the Vikings. And now they have the ball once again and able to just split the D right there, splitting the two defenders right there, picking up 8 yards to the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 2. The run up the middle, and he will get a first down. Now the Vikings running back with a pair of good runs right there. First down, the pass towards the sideline is complete. A nice move and a first down inside the 40. Still going and brought down at the 32-yard line. A gain of 24 yards. The Vikings are trying to add on to their lead. First down. He's got lots of time. No one rushing. Look at this. And now he will just throw it, and it's complete for the first down inside the 20. And a pickup of 15 yards. Yeah, I mean, the Cowboys got to... Because if you don't rush the quarterback can just be patient in the pocket and wait for a receiver to get open. The receivers are good enough. They're going to get open eventually, especially if they have like over 5 seconds to find separation from the defenders. He's inside the 10. He's inside the 5. First and goal for Minnesota at the 2-yard line. Here is the toss towards the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown. Yeah, the defender fell down. You see the Vikings receiver on the right side pushing the defender to the ground, creates an open path into the end zone for the running back, and the Vikings are able to add on to their lead. Beautifully done right there. Vikings have had some excellent blockers in this game. Extra point is good, 14-6 in favor of Minnesota. Now let's see how the Cowboys offense can respond after turning the ball over on their last drive. First down and 10. Pressure's coming. Has to get rid of it. And that was a dangerous throw, but a receiver able to catch the ball for the first down. Wow, that was almost similar to the interception that was thrown. Very dangerous right there. And the Cowboys lose 2 yards as he's stuffed in the backfield. 2nd down and 12 now, back at the 45-yard line. Here is the pass, and it's intercepted! And the second consecutive drive for the Cowboys that ends in an interception. Yeah, another pass over the middle, and there's just not enough separation right there. Tried to throw it to the running back, but a bad decision from the quarterback to throw that football. And a nice play from the Vikings defender to pick that football off. And my goodness, the Cowboys were off to a really good start. An opening drive touchdown, but since then, their offense can't get anything going. Now the Vikings have a chance to get more points before halftime. They will call their first timeout with 27 seconds to go. And they also get the ball to start the second half. So if the Cowboys aren't careful, this game can get out of hand. It can, but if the Cowboys are able to stop the Vikings here, I think they still have a realistic chance to come back and win. 2nd down and 2. The pass towards the sideline is complete. He will quickly go out of bounds to preserve time. 12 seconds to go. The Vikings have a timeout. First down. Here's a short pass. It is complete. Immediately tackled inside the 20. Now they will settle for a 32-yard field goal to end the half. To make this a 2-score lead. It is up and it is good. So the Vikings lead by 2 scores. They lead by 11, 17-6 at the half. The Vikings in a good position to get another win. All right, we begin the second half. The Vikings getting the ball. They have a 2-score lead. They're looking pretty in this one. So we'll start with a quick pass to the sideline that is complete for a 4-yard gain. Yeah, I expect the Vikings to have a lot of conservative calls here. Short yardage plays. Try to keep the ball for as long as possible to wind this clock. Because anytime you have to lead in the second half, especially if you're up by 2 scores, just try to, call conservative runs and have as long of a drive as possible. Here's a 1-yard run, 2nd down and 9. They will run it again, this time to the right side. And it's a nice run that will go for 8 yards to the 40-yard line. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. The running back will get the ball once again, and he got the first down. The Vikings running back has actually had a pretty good game. He's had a couple of nice runs to help out his team. First down, they look to throw on this play, and he is wide open for the first down. Broken tackle, another broken tackle, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Vikings are in the red zone now, picking up 3 yards. Yeah, if the Cowboys are able to prevent the Vikings from getting into the end zone, I think they'd still have a chance, but if the Vikings score a touchdown, I don't think the Cowboys have any chance to come back in this game. 3rd down and 3. The pass to the running back is caught for the first down. Yeah, beautifully executed play right there. And now the Vikings, wow, what a drive this has been. This has been a 2-minute drive. I mean, this is almost best case scenario for the Minnesota Vikings. 2nd down and goal at the 8-yard line. It is caught at the 1. Picking up 7 yards. Now it's 3rd and goal for the Vikings. Here is the run up the middle. Broken tackle. And he will take it in for the touchdown. And the Vikings add on to their lead. Oh, the Cowboy defenders should have had him on the backfield, but unable to make the tackle. And a running back with another key play for the Vikings and for the touchdown. And my goodness, the Vikings are just completely dominating this game now. Extra point is good. It's now 24-6. It is a 3-score lead in favor of Minnesota. And the Cowboys are in big trouble. Let's see if they can try to get something going offensively again. Oh, they throw an interception again! I was just about to say they've gotten nothing going since their opening drive, and that will continue as they throw their 3rd interception of the game. Yeah, the Cowboys quarterback really struggling, but you gotta give credit. This Vikings defense have had one heck of a performance here today. They have completely locked down the Cowboys receivers. What I will say, the quarterback probably should have thrown it more to his left. Because if he thrown it more to his left, it would have forced the receiver to run more to the left, and therefore creating more separation. But instead, he threw it more upfield, closer to the defender. And that's why that ball was picked off. So that's more on the quarterback on that play, not on the receiver. 2nd down and 7. That will go for 2 yards. 3rd down and 5 as we are almost at the end of the quarter. This pass is caught for the first down and more. Still going, 1 man to beat. Inside the 25. A pickup of 20 yards. What a way for the Vikings to end the 3rd quarter. They're up 24-6 and they're on their way to their 6th win of the season. Right, we start the 4th quarter. It's been all Minnesota in this game as this pass is complete, and he is going to score! Touchdown! The Vikings are in the end zone once again, and this is the knockout punch in this game. Yeah, the Vikings are completely dominating this game now. A couple broken tackles, an open path to the end zone. He takes it to the house. My goodness, the Vikings have now scored 30 unanswered points and have completely taken over this game since the opening drive. Extra point is good, 31-6. Domination for the Minnesota Vikings. And for the Dallas Cowboys, they are pretty much going to be officially eliminated from playoff contention with this loss. They started 2-0, but this is going to be their 6th consecutive loss. I mean, Dallas has completely fallen apart this season. They have, and I mean, I don't really know why. I mean, they were off to such a good start. And I mean, they beat 2 really good teams as well, the Packers and the Commanders, who both might make the playoffs. So that's the thing. It's not like they had an easy schedule to start. They beat 2 really good teams. But since then, I've really struggled against really every team that they've played. This pass is complete for the first down. Cowboys are going to play the Giants next week in a game that's probably going to mean absolutely nothing, as this pass is complete. Cowboys' first loss of the season was to the Giants, by the way. That's what started this big losing streak. They'll try to snap the losing streak to the Giants next week. This pass is complete over the middle, and a first down to the 12-yard line. Cowboys is trying to get a consolation prize here, get it into the end zone as this pass is complete. Broken tackle before that tackle is made. 2nd down and 2. The quick pass is in for the touchdown. The Cowboys are in the end zone for the first time since the opening drive. Easy touchdown right there. It's been a disappointing performance from the Cowboys offense. And it's really been a disappointing season. Going for 2, it is good. So the score is now 31-14. I guess they're going to try the onside kick, but they don't recover. So the Vikings are going to take over, and they are going to improve to 6-2. For the moment, they are going to be on top in the NFC North. We'll see what the Bears do later today. They're going to play the Green Bay Packers in a huge game with playoff implications. Both teams looking to win and make the playoffs. Yeah, that's going to be a big game. If the Packers are able to win that game, I mean, the Bears are going to drop potentially all the way to third place in the division, but if they win, they'll be in first. So definitely a big game for the Chicago Bears. And then obviously, we mentioned it earlier, the Bears and the Vikings play Week 10. What a game that will be. Who knows what will be on the line in that game. This pass is complete, and the Vikings are in the end zone once again. Touchdown. Yeah, and I mean, the Cowboys defense, I mean, they've been on the field a lot in this game, so I don't think they've had enough. They've been on the field a lot, and yeah, back to the drawing board if you're the Cowboys. Extra point is good, 38-14. Vikings are going to play the Detroit Lions next week. The Lions have had a disappointing last few weeks, as it looked like they were in contention to win the division, but not anymore. They're actually mathematically eliminated from winning the division. Final play of the game is a catch and a first down. Nice play for the Cowboys. You'll get tackled, 22-yard gain. The game is over. The Vikings with a dominant victory over the Dallas Cowboys by a score of 38-14. Total domination. Vikings offense was spectacular, and the Vikings defense was spectacular. All right, the updated playoff picture. The Vikings, for the moment, are in first in the NFC North. We'll see what happens later today with that Bears-Packers matchup. Meanwhile, for the Dallas Cowboys, they are pretty much out of the playoffs. All right, that's going to do it. More Retro Bowl action to come throughout the day. We hope you guys enjoyed this game. If you're a Vikings fan, you definitely did. The Vikings with the win, 38-14.